serious video, let's talk about accents. More precisely, about the attitude towards English learners who manage to acquire a specific English accent. We're very accustomed to people being criticised for having a foreign accent. Let's see it the other way around. So being criticised for trying to get the accent right. Yes, that exists too. So I saw this comment left on Riccardo English page where Riccardo analysed the English of Guglielmo Scilla, a famous Italian content creator. Honestly, I was blown away by Guglielmo's language skills and his incredible British accent.
And you literally had me go on a roller coaster of emotion throughout your entire career, from moving me to making me laugh.
And the comment goes:
Per carità, bravissimo. Ma questo imitare i britannici e gli americani per fingere di essere loro ci fa apparire poco autentici. Sostengo la necessità di uscire un po' da questo schema e di approdare ad una considerazione che non fa del male a nessuno. È necessario parlare correttamente l'inglese pur risultando palesemente italiani.
Basically, the idea is that if you imitate the sounds of a foreign language, you either sound ridiculous or worse, you're just trying to show off. I remember back in school, some of my classmates made fun of me during English lessons because I tried to pronounce words properly. They thought I was overdoing it, trying to be fancy or just showing off to the teacher. This isn't just my experience. I know from your comments, a lot of your teachers, that thousands of students go through the same thing, especially teenagers. In English lessons, they avoid imitating a native accent because it may look like, or it may sound like, you're exaggerating, you're overdoing it, and you just look silly. What a shame. They're afraid of being judged by their peers, and sadly, this attitude creates a lot of problems later on. And here's the thing. It's true. Of course, speaking a foreign language can feel awkward at first. You're producing sounds that are not native to you, that don't exist in your native language, and that takes effort. But it doesn't make you silly. Comments like,
There's no point in trying to imitate them because you always sound Italian,
are completely off base. The goal isn't to become a native speaker, simply because that will never happen. And by acquiring those sounds, you're not going to lose your Italian identity. You're simply trying to speak the language the way it's meant to be spoken. Let me flip the script and give you an example from my teaching experience. I taught languages in British schools for years, and English teenagers felt the same way. Imagine a British student saying, Ciao, mi chiamo John e ho 13 anni. Now listen to this. Ciao, mi chiamo John e ho 13 anni. Which one sounds more natural to you? Hai visto? The one where the student feels like he's trying really hard to put an accent, to you will sound more natural and normal. When you speak a foreign language, imitating the sounds of that language is just part of the learning process. When babies learn to speak, all they do is imitating. Some people think that a native speaker will find you ridiculous for trying too hard. They will notice that you're overdoing it.
No, non c'è niente di più sbagliato.
Native speakers don't know which sounds you struggle with or how hard you're trying. All they notice is how close your pronunciation is to theirs. So why wouldn't we want to get it as close as possible? To be clear, having an accent isn't bad or wrong. It's the attitude towards accents that needs to change. Some people learn English just to communicate, and that is totally fine too. English is a global language spoken by countless of accents. But for the same reason, why judge someone who chooses to adopt a specific one?
Personally, I worked on my pronunciation and accent for my own personal reasons. Some of it happened naturally because I live in an English-speaking country. I'm married to an English person and I want to integrate into the local culture, a culture which I love and embrace deeply.
The rest came from studying phonetics and pronunciation in detail, due to my acting studies, my teaching career, and my online persona. My goal was never to erase my Italian identity. It was to reach a level in the foreign language that truly reflected my hard work, my studies, and the life choices I've made, both in terms of my career and the country I chose to call home, the same way I call home Italia.